self-improvement advice will fail you. I'm going to be honest. Self-improvement advice is gonna fail you because of two reasons. Number one, it lacks nuance, and number two, you are not taking action. Number one is laid upon the responsibility of the creator, of the person that you're watching, to explain to you that this applies in this situation and this applies in this situation, and giving autistic details, which most creators, by the way, do not do. They just give you the top 5 points and then they move on with their day because they know once they get that view from you, they are making money from AdSense. They are making money from you by giving your time and attention, by the way, which you cannot get back. That's number one why most self-improvement advice fails, because the creator does not give nuance to the situation. They do not give you hypothetical situations. They do not give you deep advice. And sure, it is cool for me to make them the enemy. It is cool for me to make it sound like, oh yeah, it's not your fault. But to a certain degree it is, because you are also waiting for them to explain to you this works in this situation. And this is why most red pill advice doesn't work. This is why most red pill content creators are not married, because their advice only applies to the guy who wants to get many girls, not to the guy who wants to get married, not to the guy who wants to have a family. Like, look at it. Go search for yourself and please bring me 10 people who give red pill advice who are married. I'm telling you, it's quite rare to find one who's married and gives out red pill advice. And I stand on that point, my friend. I stand on that view. I will never take advice, especially unbeknowing advice, following the advice like a sheep, if the person is not in the place that I want to be in. That's regardless, right? So please take self-improvement advice with a grain of salt, especially if you see the title that has like those clickbaity ones. I know you know what I mean, like 7 habits that you need to cut out, 8 things that you need to remove. Like, please go into those videos with a grain of salt. And I'm not saying that all self-improvement advice is bad. Okay, some of it is very valuable. Some creators do provide nuance and details in specific situations, but I'm telling you to think for yourself and come in with a grain of salt. And sometimes before even taking the advice and implementing into your life, think, how does this help me? Is the person in the place that I want to be in first? But then moving on to the second point as to why most self-improvement doesn't work is you consume too much self-improvement videos. Like, I have to ask you the question, is this the first video you consume today? Is this the first self-improvement video you watched today? Or did you just come from watching another podcast or watching another video talking about, evolutionary psychology or some type of weird self-improvement thing that you want to consume? Like, come on, bro. Be honest. Did you come from watching another video that you 9 times out of 10 the information given to you could have figured out for yourself? You could have done that by yourself. You could have known, because after you reach a certain degree in the self-improvement space, after you've reached a certain level of you learning these things to better your life, you know enough. Everything is just obvious. 90% of stuff is obvious. Like, you know enough, you know too much, and you are lacking action. And I'm not going to act like I say it here like I've never done this before, bro. I remember, was it in 2024? Yeah, 2023. I used to watch a podcast every day, at least 2 per day. Like, I would remember I would be switching from Modern Wisdom to The Founders, to the Diary of a CEO, to the Huberman Labs, to watching Ali Abdal's podcast, to watching Jay Shetty's podcast. Like, bro, I used to watch a podcast every single day. But guess what? All I used to do was take notes, transfer them into my phone, to my second brain, and then I would just not apply it in real life. I would become a hermit. I was the equivalent of a Pokemon card collector who never leaves his mom's basement. I was the self-improvement version of that. But until I came to the realization that, sure, yeah, I know all this stuff, but is it benefiting me? Is it helping me? Is it really making a change in my life? Is it really making a change in your life if you're not applying that information into real life? And this is where you see there are people who say that they've been improving themselves with nothing to show for it because they know a lot, but they lack action, they lack execution, they lack real life application, they lack nuance. And I don't want that to be you. So please, when you go into the self improvement space, please stop consuming. Come into this space with nuance. Come into this space with your own thinking and asking yourself, is this person in the position that I want to be in? Is this information, am I going to use this information in the first place? Like, ask yourself that before you even indulge and waste your time thinking that you're being productive, even though you are utterly doing nothing with that information. Please just think about that, my friend. Just think about that, bro. Goodbye.